Hello and welcome to this year's 2025 Fall Clean and Decorate with me. This is my favorite video to film, so I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. I have included some really fun DIY like craft decor as well as a super yummy treat at the end of this video. We are in for so much fun ahead of us, so before we get started, I hope you click the thumbs up for me and subscribe if you're new. I make a new video every single Sunday, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you're decorating with me or if you've already decorated or if you wait until the 22nd of September because I think that's the official fall start date. Before I lay out all my fall decor, I wanted to just hang up my fall wreath super quickly. So usually I use this hook, but this year while looking through Pinterest, I found these super nice like suction hooks, and if you have a window on your door you can use this. It was so easy, and now I don't have that hook going over the door. I think it just looks so much better. So the first thing I like to do when I decorate for any season is just to completely empty my boxes of my decor pieces. I like to lay them all out on the table so I can see it all right here. Nothing's piled on top of each other, and it just makes decorating so much easier. So we have all of our decor laid out on the table. I'm going to be decorating our fireplace first. Our kitchen is an absolute wreck. We will be cleaning up in there later, and it's going to be completely transformed. But first, I'm going to decorate my favorite area, our fireplace mantle. Since I already had to take everything off, it's the perfect opportunity to wipe our entire fireplace down and dust. It always feels so good to completely refresh an area or a space before decorating it for a new season. I like using garland first on our fireplace. This one I had gotten from Hobby Lobby, and I just think it is so pretty. I love fall leaves and colors. I like decorating with them a lot because we live in Florida, so we don't get to see those fall colors outside. Our trees do not change colors at all. They're like green all year round. So to get that fall feel, I always have to bring it inside and decorate with all of the fall colors. These picks you can use in so many different ways, so I always love picking up a few of these for each season. These ones I got a few years ago from Hobby Lobby, as well as this bigger pumpkin. It's just so pretty, and you can use them in so many different ways. I'm able to kind of just stick it in there with my garland, but this year I did see somebody use a like pool noodle, and you just stick it into the pool noodle and you can make your own garland with it. It was so pretty. So I hope you guys like how the fireplace turned out. We are going to be moving on to kind of the coffee bar area first. I need to clean up this mess from my kids, and we'll get to the kitchen a little bit later, but I want to get this summer chalkboard down and start my fall chalkboard drawing. I know you guys always get so excited to see that for each season, and I am so excited to share this one with you guys. Of course, there are bits of dried Play-Doh and crumbs all over the floor down here, so I needed to vacuum under here and get all that cleaned up before finally decorating this area for fall. So I'm going to be taking down all of my regular decor that I have up here on a regular basis, and to store it in between seasons, I just put it in whatever season basket I just emptied. So I just emptied all of those fall baskets, and I'm going to put all of my regular decor back in there to store it away until fall is over. This summer chalk drawing was just a super quick one I had done between that awkward season between now and the 4th of July. I think I had a quick 4th of July thing up here, and typically I don't really decorate for summer, but I needed something up here so that it wasn't just blank. But anyway, I am super happy with how this year's fall chalkboard turned out, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm writing the words autumn leaves and pumpkins please, and then to go along with that little quote, I decided to do leaves all throughout the top of this chalkboard, and then on the bottom I'm going to be putting a bunch of pumpkins. So bear with me, the pumpkins look worse before they look better. This is a rough sketch just to get them where I like them to be on our board, and then I start filling everything in. It takes a lot of time to shade these in with the chalk, and it takes lots and lots of layers. But even at this point, I wasn't happy with how they were looking, so I was so close to erasing them, but I just kept working with it and adding colors, adding layers, and at the end I finally started adding the highlights, and I feel like that completely finished off the pumpkins and made them pop, made them look so much better. And then I felt like I needed to add some more leaves. There was a lot of dead space on the top, so decided to add a lot more fall colors up here to fill it all in. So let me know what you think of this year's drawing. I'm so happy I didn't end up erasing those pumpkins. I'm really happy with how they ended up turning out. I always have a really big pile of chalk dust on the bottom here, so I'm just using our vacuum to get it all up, and then I'll wipe the rest of it down. Coffee bar down below always gets a bunch of chalk dust on it too, which is why I left it completely empty while doing my chalk drawing. And now I'm gonna wipe it all down before starting to decorate the coffee bar here to match my chalk drawing on the top. So most of the decor I get is from Hobby Lobby, but if you see anything that you're like, oh my goodness, I need to know where you found that, definitely ask in a comment and I'll let you know. I remember where I get everything, like these leaves. That one I actually usually use on our fireplace, but I moved it over here onto our coffee bar. It definitely still has like that fall feel, so it was perfect. And then I loved this garland. I added it to this little tiered tray that I usually keep here on our coffee bar. And now I'm just filling it with all my favorite fall decor. So we have our chalk drawing done. I've added some decor, and you may notice that the top of this is empty. I have a little craft for us later. We're going to do a little DIY decor piece. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm going to add it there. So first things first, I need to clean up this kitchen. It is a complete wreck. As I'm cleaning up, I'm also pulling any decor that is like summer or even just leftover spring decor, and I'll pack it away and replace it with some fall decor here in a little bit. Earlier on this day, I had gotten a Walmart pickup grocery order. I had already put away all the cold items, but all those pantry ones still needed to be put away, so I finally got around to doing that so that we can completely transform our kitchen and try to make it nice and cozy for fall. trying to keep this video full of my favorite things, and dishes are not that. So I'm just doing a quick before and after here. Dishes are now done. I'm going to wipe down our counters, and then we can really start making our kitchen cozy for fall. So the first thing I'm putting up is this wreath from Hobby Lobby. I'm just using this tiny little command hook and sticking it to the top of our cabinet here. Having something on the top of your cabinets is going to help draw your eye up, which is why I like having that wreath there. Now I'm going to put together a little centerpiece. I got everything you see here from Hobby Lobby. I feel like I'm a broken record, but anyway, I like stacking these all together and they make such a beautiful centerpiece. I got all of these picks a few years ago from Hobby Lobby, but they don't really change their picks that often, so I am sure you can still find them there, because look at how gorgeous that is. I am just obsessed with this centerpiece. I also love this LED candle. It's so pretty, and my very favorite decor piece is actually this terracotta looking candle. So it opens up and it smells amazing. I haven't actually burned it. I can't bring myself to because I just love how it looks. I'm sure I could just reuse it even if I burned the entire candle, but I just like using it as decoration. What is your favorite fall scent? Mine is apples. Anything to do with like an apple scented candle, that is what I love burning around the fall season. All right, we have a perfectly cleaned kitchen and it's all decorated for fall. Now I'm going to focus on our living room. We have this huge box and it actually has finally broken down and it is in our recycling bin now. But my kids have been playing with that for like a month now. It started out as a slide and then it was a clubhouse. They've been making forts with it. It's just been a lot of fun. I have some flowers that I am going to be packing away. They're not very fall-y, so I'm going to be changing all of those out with some fall decor. In our living room, I kind of keep things very simple. I was thinking about grabbing some new pillows and blankets, but that's just not in our budget right now. So if it's not in yours either, don't feel like you are alone. I am just using whatever I have already, and then later in this video I'm also using a bunch of ingredients to make some really cute new decor pieces, all with things I already have. I am absolutely obsessed with this plush pumpkin. It is so soft. I got it from our BJ's last year, which is like a wholesale club similar to Costco. A lot of people know what Costco is, but not BJ's. But anyway, just a few more touches here before starting our craft. So if you want to make anything that I am making today. I will make sure there are links in the comments or in the description below. The first thing here is it's kind of like a salt dough ornament, if you've ever made that, but instead it's made into like a pumpkin, it looks like a pumpkin cookie, and it is so cute. So it's literally just like salt, water, and flour, and then you like cut it like regular cookies and bake it in the oven. And then I'm going to be putting some final touches on it to make it look super cute at the end. But instead of going out shopping for new fall decor this year, I decided to try and make some of my own. So these I made with things that I already had. I was lucky I already had those pumpkin cookie cutters from, I think, last year or something. I had made something with them. And then I think most everybody has at least, water, flour, and salt in their pantries. It's a very, very common pantry item. But anyway, I'm carving little jack-o'-lantern faces on 4 of these pumpkins. These are going to be the top part of my cookie. And to make it look even more like a real cookie, like it's pressed together with a fork, I'm using a regular fork to just press into the sides all around the cookies. So I made a total of 4 of these. So I made 4 faces and then 4 backs. So the backs are just the pumpkin only. I didn't carve out the face. And then any extra dough, my kids actually just used it kind of like Play-Doh and had so much fun with it. So I baked mine for 1 hour and then flipped them and then baked them for another hour, and then they were done. So these decorative little pumpkin cookies get a filling, and it is just like 1 part Mod Podge, 1 part orange paint, and 1 part real cinnamon. So it smells amazing, and it looks like a real pie filling. And I'm going to be using these inside the middle of our cookie, so you'll be able to see it through the face of the cookie, and it is so cute. So to top off these cookies, I'm going to be using some just regular ground cinnamon. I'm sprinkling it from about 2 feet above the cookies. It gives it a nice even coat or sprinkle, and then I'll actually rub it in. And I decided not to seal my cookies, but you can use like a Mod Podge sealer. I would probably recommend a spray-on one. That is what I'm going to be getting from the store so that I can make these last for next year, because they are absolutely adorable. I am so happy with how these turned out. I also made this one without the face just because I wanted to see how it would turn out, and I think that one looks even more like a real cookie than the ones with the jack-o'-lantern face, but I really like how you can see through to the other side of the cookie, like it has a filling. But anyway, we are making pumpkin cupcakes now with a cream cheese butter frosting, and I am topping it with the cutest little peanut butter bite-size pumpkins. They're adorable, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this one a little bit. I really hope this inspires you to do some baking. One of my favorite things to do in fall and winter is bake. So I don't know what it is about that colder air. It just inspires me to want to be in the kitchen, just baking up all the sweetest little treats. So I am absolutely obsessed with these tiny little peanut butter cup pumpkins. I'm topping it with a little tiny chocolate chip, and I'm going to use them on top of all of our cupcakes. I made my little pumpkin patch full of them. I will make sure the recipe for the cupcakes and those tiny little cute pumpkins is in the description. I just made the icing, and now I'm going to pipe it on top of our cooled pumpkin cupcakes. I I hope I was able to inspire you and get you in the fall mood. If I did, please click that thumbs up for me on this video and subscribe if you're new. I make a new video every single Sunday. And don't forget to leave a comment letting me know you're watching, and I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.